Dreamspinner Press presents The Doctor's Secret, written by Heidi Cullinan, narrated by Iggy Toma. Chapter 1. Dr. Hong-Wei Wu cracked as he boarded the plane to Duluth. He distracted himself on the first leg of the flight from Houston with a few drinks and the medical journal he'd brought in his bag. He nibbled at the in-flight meal, raising his eyebrow at their Asian noodles beneath a microwave chicken breast. He realized how long it would be until he ate his sister's or his grandmother's cooking again, and his chest tightened, but he pushed his feelings aside and focused on the article about the effects of perioperative gabapentin use on post-surgical pain in patients undergoing head and neck surgery. When he disembarked at Minneapolis to transfer to his final destination, the reality of what Hong-Wei was about to do bloomed before him, but he faced it with a whiskey neat in an airport bar. Unquestionably, he'd require some adjustments, but he'd make it work. If he could succeed at Baylor, he could succeed at a tiny hospital in a remote town in northern Wisconsin. Except you didn't succeed. You panicked, you let your family down, and you ran away. The last of the whiskey chased that nagging bit of truth out of his thoughts. And when he stood in line for priority boarding for his last flight, he was sure he had himself properly fortified once again. Then he stepped onto the plane. It had fewer than 20 rows, and either he was imagining things or those were propellers on the wings. Was that legal? It had to be a mistake. This couldn't be a commercial plane. Yet no. There was a flight attendant with the airline's logo on his lapel, and the people behind Hong-Wei held tickets, acting as if this was all entirely normal. He peered around an elderly couple to speak to the flight attendant. "Sir, excuse me, where is first class?" The attendant gave Hong-Wei an apologetic look that meant nothing but bad news. "They downgraded the plane at the last minute due to low passenger load, so there isn't technically a first-class section. You should have received a refund on your ticket. If you didn't, contact customer service right away when we land." Hong-Wei hadn't received a refund, as he hadn't been the one to buy the ticket. The hospital had. He fought to keep his jaw from tightening. So these are the seats? They were the most uncomfortable-looking things he'd ever seen, and he could tell already his knees were going to be squeezed against the back of the person ahead of him. "Can I at least upgrade to an exit row?" The attendant.
"Sample complete. Ready to continue?"